Welcome back, everybody.
Now it's time to tie up loose ends before we go and do the ultimate thing.
Yep, last 4 quests.
My friend, I have news.
News?
I think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village elders and scouring every likely-looking tome in the library, I learned that not all Tombries are the same little green menaces we know and loathe. Apparently, a chosen few live to incredible ages and grow to many times the size of their counterparts.
Yes, I've seen them.
Folktales hold that it's the very eldest of these, the Tombury kings,
Oh,
who weave the curses.
multiple
And that
kings.
their magics bind their victims to them, that they might continue to feed on their pain.
So if we slay the one that cast the curse, the feeding will cease.
But that was my thinking, yes. Though I doubt it'll be easy. These kings are not just bigger, they're stronger too. And if the tales are true, their followers will defend them to the death. It is a perilous proposition, in short. But it may also be Talor's only hope. What say you?
Yeah, sure, why not? Why not?
I'll do it. Even if killing this king doesn't break the curse, Mysidia will be a safer place for its removal.
Thank you.
So then, where will I find it?
That, alas, I do not know. It must have woven the curse at the altar in Father's Fell, but as to where it is now...
Fanet, you were the one asking about Tonberries, right?
We found them.
Because there's a whole bloody army of them out on the cloak.
What? But why would they stray so far? And why now?
There's only one way to find out. I'll head up the mountain and see what's going on.
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
Don't tell me what to do.
Hey,
Hello, child.
Mister, over here. Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it.
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry. My name's Eirik. When you went up to the Erev with Miss Shula, well, I followed you.
That was stupid.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water? I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
I heard the tributary can fell an ibex from 100 paces.
Good for them.
And then I dreamed I saw the sea reach up.
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Yeah?
Certainly. What is
Want me to
it?
take that guy home?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes. She said that your ancestors found her here. and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Wallius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near. And it was she whose duty became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down to me.
I see. And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
Yeah, why not? Lots of
Of
killing.
course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called
Before
Witchdraw.
you leave, murder
To reach it,
hobo.
one must turn left
Could
along
you
it
kill some
wanes
more stuff
and
for
follow
us?
the path around to the right, deep into the
We
forest.
don't know how to fight.
Why so far from Haven?
Are we
was
missing
where she
anything for
lived.
like the
When our
weapon upgrade?
ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there.
I don't
in
think
an
there
old
was a weapon
abandoned
upgrade. It
village.
was
But
equipment
it was her
upgrades.
heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, no time like the present.
And other than the
After the
aquamarine,
ships, then round to the
did we
right, you
need
said?
that for the Tonberry knife?
Just
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay, I'll
I
double
don't
check.
remember.
Once
I don't remember
again,
what we
my
needed for the
lord.
Townberry knife.
I will join you at the grave anon.
Fuck. What do you
wouldn't
want?
happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not
If only.
quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly,
You were
Yamina.
just over there.
Unless it's a different woman.
It's been over a week
It might be a different
since my
woman.
sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits. Physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of. And Wallius, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth.
That would be most kind of you.
Come then,
Interesting.
Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest then.
So the Tonberry knife, like overall, is the best for stagger damage.
Mm-hmm.
But it matches
There's
the
nothing
ultimate
a Givra loves
weapon,
more than a fat haunch of
which
ibex.
is New Game
This speaks
Plus's
the voice of
Omega weapon,
experience.
Oh, okay.
on how strong it does the will.
Since I was a girl, my father would take me. Then after he returned to the sea, Yamila's father. Our families have always been close.
You stop talking, you need to
Even
talk
if
to
her
the
sister
blacksmith.
wasn't Valius's wet nurse, I couldn't stand by and watch her suffer.
Thank you.
What is it you want?
We ain't got shit for this.
Wow.
A good tide to you.
Thought we had a bunch of shit because we did a bunch of quests and they gave us item drops.
Yep. Unless we get them by going through these quests, we're not getting it.
I'd believe the notched tang would come from the Tonberry King we have to kill.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense. Oh, they're just right here.
They're almost at the gate, but they won't be coming any closer.
Hello.
Get off.
Okay. I'm down for easy ones like this.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
What are you doing out here?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Till he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tonberry King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. And I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My
I'm
thanks.
going up there.
I shall pray for both of you.
Thanks.
Praying doesn't help at all. Walks away. Oh,
He's somewhere in this area.
good.
Come on. Faster.
All right.
More of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king.
Excuse me, coming through. Just gotta fight your king.
Another group. They don't look very regal.
Oh, they're shooting lasers.
All right. Still no sign of the king. Could Fanad have been wrong?
That looks pretty ritually.
There's dozens of them. The king must be close. We'll have to take care of his followers first. That's a lot of Tombres.
I walked out of the cave because I heard some noise.
Well, that group's done.
Where are Joshua or Jill?
They aren't coming. Because of Shula's quest. Only 2 people can go.
It's not like we needed them.
Yep.
for any of this.
Yeah.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Maybe that was just a way to keep you from accidentally
Oh,
starting
dear,
it and
anyway.
not being able to back out of it.
Yeah, maybe.
It was just a
Beast
you
men
have to
do
be
like
ready to be
dark
doing these
places.
quests.
But again, I ask, why was Joshua here at all?
Moral support.
I guess. Oh boy.
We didn't have enough pretty boys here.
He a biggin.
Oh,
Be damned.
I don't like that.
Well, that's a king. I want that. Give me that crown. Not gonna give me his rank. Just Tonberry King. Okay.
It even has a crown.
Yup.
Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here.
Yeah, none of that. Get your bitch ass down on the ground.
Yup. Where it belongs. Expected. Get him, Torval. Woo! Woo!
You got deluge back.
Hit him hard.
Getting that multiplier up. You bitch.
Whoop. Yep, that's yep. I should have known better than that.
I'm not even mad, just a no, that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Have a good day.
Still got him.
Far.
If I were to do a D&D game, like if I were the campaign of the DM, I would absolutely put in Tomberries
Yeah.
and just make them super unassuming to anybody who doesn't know what they are.
Yeah.
and just watch the terror when they do like 80 damage. But what I need to do is make note of how many enemies that person's killed.
Yeah.
And adjust how much everyone's grudge does to it.
Stay back. Yep, just keep taking it. Nice. Notch Tang.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing.
He's dead.
Same.
Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking.
You know what he looks like?
What made you
He looks like that guy who was in Lubor's Quest. But like changed the hair color.
Yeah, I can see that.
You deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. But they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomberries, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that?
So it was all
The
mental.
King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Don't lie to the woman. We ran by them.
Perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
What were the accessories that we could make?
But this much
We can take
I
a look
do
at that
know.
as soon as she's done
It was
yapping.
your
I was about to
strength
say,
and
because
your
it's like, are
selflessness
they even
that healed
worth
his
looking
heart in
for?
the end.
I'm sure we'll get them before you go through it. You'll get
Be
them
sure to
before you
tell
do
my
another
hero friend when I
playthrough,
get home.
Maybe.
just to have them.
Yeah. They were all Leviathan based, so unless one is Tsunami.
What is it you want?
Yep, one is Tsunami. Cooldown, 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 cooldown. All for Aquamarines. Got 2 notch tangs. Need Illudium. So I need 4 Illudium.
An aqueous membrane.
We're about to get that from the kids fight.
Mm-hmm.
But the Illudium.
It's hard to find. It's elusive.
So we'll get both aqueous membranes.
We just need a fool's gold.
Till next time.
Okay,
then.
so these quests might give us what we need.
Hard to obtainium.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the hunter?
Hey, buddy.
You okay? Santa!
It's you. Nasef's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Oh, it's the
Did you see
aqueous
what made it?
membrane.
Mm-hmm.
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Hello?
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us. You've caused enough trouble.
Stop it.
Nice try.
I'm stuck. There we go.
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't moving.
I couldn't get out. Oh, he's dead.
And you got him. Nah, that wasn't the guy that hit me.
Yeah, there's no way.
That wasn't too bad.
But it did shoot a water bullet.
Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the
Nautical
blast of water
pun.
that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That sounds right.
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
There you go. Tell me twice. Don't threaten me with a good time. Another phrase that means, hey, I don't give a shit, you go ahead. Crabs.
Going back this way would be better.
Didn't do the other one?
Yeah, I'll do these other two that are before the bridge.
These will do nicely.
Yep. Okay.
I guess that just didn't count.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
Did we get what you needed?
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
The ultimate thing is on a clear save.
Hmm?
You don't get Ultima unless you've already beaten the game.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why you would get him when we haven't actually finished the game. That's fine. That makes sense. What are his skills?
I don't know. That's what I was hoping to find.
Thanks,
I wanted to see them.
Really don't need you. This is excessive.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
You mean all of these?
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist. You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Where should we lay the bait?
Gavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Well, that looks interesting.
Marking its territory.
Something was. A curl, maybe.
Is that beast ringing? Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a Givra.
You're right. They're barely big enough to belong to a Gaver's breakfast.
Okay, so that's not it.
So if you want to just check if we have to have a clear save, it's from the stone in the base. That that one where you change your outfits.
Yeah.
That activates when after you've beaten Leviathan.
Okay.
Kill.
But not a
So
Gaver's.
if
The wounds are too
we
clean.
don't need a clear save, you should
small.
be able to go there and touch it and get the power. You get like a little gauntlet you get to test out the abilities.
That's not it. Okay. Inspect.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
And not just any claws. These belong to a Givra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Gavers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew.
It's just what I
It is the
do.
way of the motes of water to use
I still
what
have to
gifts we've
destroy
been
that
given for
crystal, by
good
the
of
way.
all.
Yeah, I'm definitely
gather
gonna
it's
do
your
that the
way,
moment you
too.
stop talking to me.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming.
Yeah.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
Hey, bud. You like your dinner? Oh.
Don't let it escape.
Yeah, you can just stop doing that now. Really? Well, just enough over his head, I couldn't do it.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean.
We get it, you're religious.
Cut its head off.
This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more.
Better use the rest of that dragon.
Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
That's fine. So I can go and get Jill and Joshua back.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
I was just about to plug in my phone.
It's more than enough.
It's already plugged
Besides,
in.
I'm no less grateful to you.
No, you came up, you need to charge the controller.
Oh.
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all.
I'm thinking we go long on this so I can finish these two quests.
Okay.
I know that you feel it's your duty to
That way when we come back, it's literally end game and we're done.
But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
You know who to send a message to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My Uncle Byron.
Truly.
Just short. Oh, hello. Oh. Alright. That's neat.
What did that last bit mean, regardless of recovery status?
I guess, like, if you're staggered or something, as long as you're holding the button, you can just unleash it.
It's good to have him back.
No. It
Are
has
we-
to be him.
I thought there was only 11 quests.
Can we be done with you?
If you don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it.
She's standing around like a
You see,
like a
baby is
Hur
born here.
Highlander.
We hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Walius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators. The baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me. But being Walius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life, and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
We get $10,000 for this?
Weird.
Why?
Thank you, Clive.
Unless that's XP.
Nah, it looked like money.
If you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a
Jill.
younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Wish I could get paid to go to church functions. Clive, are we not done here?
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate
Yep,
Sid.
I had a feeling.
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals.
This is the
During
quest
which
that you
we
get.
saved his
Okay.
life.
Yeah, alright.
3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands.
And also to get out of the fucking
Having
way.
seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life. That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Where are your boys at?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witnesses' responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see.
Of course.
3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
Yeah,
Please.
you guys can stay
We'd
here.
be glad to help. Thank you both.
God damn it.
Yep. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go do those other 2 quests without him.
Yep.
All right then.
They were
Let's get started,
necessary.
shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March.
Mm-hmm.
The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of River's Meet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the files we'll be using.
What if they
in the
killed that
ceremony.
guy that snuck in here?
Yeah, maybe. We haven't seen him in a minute.
I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Yep, let's go up the mountain first. So that comes from up here.
Mhm.
So we need to go here. And then River's Meet is where it's at. Everything happening down there.
Now we got some shit to take care of.
We're still gonna go long.
I know. I'm not rushing you. It's a little late to be like, hey, are we going long when we're over 50 minutes?
Yeah. I just don't want to end up doing like opening with quests and then
the end
getting
of the game.
kidnapped for 2 hours anyway. So fuck it. Let's just do this. And because you think once we go to Origin, it might just go straight into the fight. You don't remember a...
I don't remember a dungeon, but that doesn't mean there isn't one.
Right.
You know, I famously have bad memory.
Yeah. But I'm
Sometimes
gonna...
it works in my favor if there's something I want you to be surprised by and I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when I need to remember shit, I don't remember it. Hey, it's one of those guys, probably.
Probably. They're at these areas already trying to collect the water, I bet. Yeah, it's those guys.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help? We're here to help.
That's pretty good.
Even the fucking coral was like, huh?
Yeah.
We're here to help. Really? You sure? I mean, I could just eat these guys and go on about my day.
Yeah, you don't have to get involved, sir.
Has nothing to do with you.
Don't jump. Thank you.
Man, I'm really liking Deluge.
Yeah, Deluge is really good.
I don't even think I'm saying it right. Deluge?
Might be Deluge. Oops. Let me do that.
Deluge. Phonetically, it's Y-O-O-J. Deluge.
Nice try.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright.
Too
Whatever.
slow, he says, dodging into a laser and not getting hit.
Help.
I love that the satellite actively pushed it out of range.
Yeah. Level up. Come down. Right?
Still no level.
Getting there. We're what, level 53 right now?
We're almost 53. That earring looked like he had an earbud in.
Yeah.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came. You saved us. Again!
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are. Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we?
One phial of holy water.
From the swamp.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's save that for the ceremony.
Meanwhile, I gotta go and do like 6 fights, so
Yep.
let's hope that doesn't turn over in my pocket.
Birdie.
Me when
This
I'm
should be the
golfing.
path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Toggle.
Oh, raptors.
Cool.
And here's our
Chronoraptors. Fuck, they got time powers. Line them up, tidal wave. Oh!
Okay.
Plan doesn't change, target does. Angry... What is it? Angry grips?
Angry grips.
Or, yeah, grips. Big mad grips.
Big grips.
You're at 200 or 2%, 2 times. Fuck. You got the back.
Yay!
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave?
You can just let me get on you.
Run like the wind. No need to ride from here.
Okay.
Oh, that's a pretty good grave spot.
Yeah.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Easy. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A
Sail.
rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors
That's
had only
pretty
been here a
good for
matter
the
of
dominant
weeks when she
Shiva.
passed.
Yup.
Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except his A. Who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Issei's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave, and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Issei, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vare, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Issei's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vare? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Issei's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The knight's name was E-I-S-T, Iced. Weren't we right next to something?
We were here.
Oh.
We needed to, yeah.
Oh, you had to
we
go around.
backtrack, yeah.
I didn't know. But I thought it, from the looks of it, looked like it was like right next to it.
Yeah.
We can collect the water of the river.
Crabs.
All right.
You guys will get why we had such an emotional response to "You Say" whenever we get to Heaven's Word.
Yeah.
In a series we haven't even recorded yet.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time.
You know what will be cool whenever we get to 14?
Huh.
It'll be a time capsule.
Yeah.
Because by the time we're done with it, it's not going to look anything like how it looked when we started it.
Yeah.
They did.
Not to mention, like, I think we did a holiday event.
No, we wanted to.
Oh, okay.
But now he's free
Which,
to flow again.
if we did want to record one, like sometime soon-ish, the Moonfire Fair is going on.
We could do that this Friday. We could do some 14.
We'd have to get to Costa to be able to do that, though.
Might seem insignificant on its own.
Yeah, I don't even remember where we left off.
We're still at the start in Gridania.
Cool.
It can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans.
And we made
might
the
just stand a
character on
chance.
your file, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say because I deleted 14 off my PS5 since I'm not playing it right now.
I've always got 14 installed, and I'm always
Nearly done.
I'm always able to get onto it.
What do we have here?
A murder.
A murder most foul. These are crustaceans.
Found her. Something's been busy.
Whatever
Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood.
Is it an edgy?
Probably.
Eggy.
But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal.
He said it! He did the thing!
It's what he's good at. It's what he's best at. Torgal is the bestest boy at staying close.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
I didn't read it. What was it?
It increases the speed of which Mega Flare charges.
Ooh.
Yeah. Thalios.
Another fragment of
Hi.
Marius' rage. I should have known.
Bork.
Time to put you to bed too.
Anyway, here's Waterwall.
That's a cool trick you're doing. Sorry I'm ruining it.
I guess today was gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
Bring it up. Let's see purple. Oh no, the Wi-Fi connection has lost.
I think this isn't an online game. The internet here is not great. Especially this last, like, month. We've been having so many issues.
Yeah, ever since the storm and we got the brand new equipment. Thanks.
Oh no, I'm counting the equipment before that.
Oh yeah.
Like prior, like aside from a couple times that's happened, I haven't had any issues since we got new equipment. 14 got DDoS while I was in a dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Like I was the only one who survived. We're in the middle of a fight and everybody DC'd and I'm just like, oh no, I'm next. And then I like respawned and everybody's still gone. in the party chat by myself. Oh no.
It's getting me.
All by myself. Ooh.
Stop it now. No. Thank you.
There's the aqueous membranes.
Yep.
Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. One last thing to get.
It doesn't feel like you're moving any faster. It feels like you get on the chocobo and the screen pulses like you're running and you're moving at regular speed.
Yeah, like it's just giving you a optical
false
illusion.
feeling.
Yeah. Down this way?
Now imagine if Leviathan was that big.
This path leads
Right?
down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion,
Be safe.
Just jump the gate.
thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
You realize this water's only holy because we keep calling it that, right?
Shut up, that's not how religion works.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
So do you guys have to find new sources of water every time you dump your dead bodies in them and pollute them forever? Whoop!
It's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Right.
Got it.
I guess that's not how that was supposed to work.
No.
The water of the sea.
All right, now we go back and we pour it all together and see what happens.
I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it.
Yeah, but it's not there
The
anymore.
child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty.
I think we really fucked up when I let them start eating people.
Some of my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his.
No.
No.
You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made...
I want to finish with that.
It's crazy how that could have been almost a full episode of just doing these quests.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do we have to tell you?
You're back.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes. I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
Leviathan spawn.
Of Leviathan's power. When we visited Walyas in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection.
So it was Walyas' fault that we almost died.
Maybe
If you want to look
was
at it
looking
that
for his
way,
mum.
yeah.
That's where she died, isn't it? The falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top.
Hmm.
We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
An Eggy is a part of its master's spirit, but Walyas wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us
Well,
a
now we
favor
know it's
putting that
Eggy.
thing to rest.
Yeah.
Us and Walyas. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
Don't mention it, kid.
Is that Orichalcum?
I heard the tributary can fed an ibex from a...
That makes sense. Okay.
What?
So that was the 10th quest.
I never dreamed.
So the 11th is just a free one after Echoes.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
I don't even remember what his original, like the first time we saw him, his hair and eyes. I don't remember what they were.
It was brown.
Was it?
Yeah.
We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive.
I'm just gonna go put this down over here.
My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Hell yeah. I hate to be a part of this and you guys don't.
Yeah, today's a big day.
We're about to drown a baby. We each take a piece of cloth and put the water over it, and then we hold it over the baby's face.
Waterboard the baby. Jesus.
Please don't waterboard the baby.
That falls on the mountains tall. Are we born?
They're waterboarding the baby.
Summons Leviathan.
Out of confusion.
Do we live?
They're doing scary shit to me again.
It's not just the trauma, it's the PTSD.
That's the guy that almost killed me.
Where the currents run free, do we die? And to the clouds then rise again.
Oh, I got it in his eye.
That was the seawater. No.
What? What a cool great grand uncle that I have.
Yeah.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea.
Oh, coo at the baby.
Cuckoo, ka-choo.
You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you.
Surprised you knew what to say there.
Yeah.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad.
I'm going to teach you how to be a scam artist.
Uncle Famiel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
Plus, you guys have incredible stamina. You ran for like almost half a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
Thought that's what we were being taught that you guys did by yourselves all the time anyway.
To survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed. Under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the blight.
I'm working on it. I know a guy.
So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Do the stupid prayer pose.
Thank you.
Do it. Do it, Clive.
We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
We must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Okay, well, I guess the only thing left to do is go back to the hideout.
Let them finish their thing first.
Waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Check the shop here, because I feel like it had a little notification of like a new item, but we never looked at it. Or did you, when I wasn't looking?
Boop.
You got a new thing for us to not worry about? You song.
May it serve you well.
Then I bid you good tide.
Yep.
God, you sound so sad. What's wrong?
We're leaving. Never to be seen again.
We showed up, brought another mouth for them to feed, and left.
Okay, so we just need 4 illudium and a fool's gold.
Till next
wherever
time,
the
then.
hell we find those.
Alright, I think we'll end this here.
Yeah, we're done.